So I've been doing YouTube for over 11 years and have uploaded over 600 videos. In this video, we're going to be talking about 7 huge tips that I think are going to help take your content to the next level and help you be successful in your YouTube journey on How To Tech. What's going on, guys? Chad here from How To Tech, the channel dedicated to helping you take your tech to the next level. And today we're going to be talking about tips that will hopefully help you on your YouTube creator journey. I want to go ahead and say that I have had a handful of channels, probably more than a handful if we're counting more than 10. And I've uploaded over 600 videos to those different channels. 2 of these channels, comprising most of those videos. But I just want to go ahead and set the slate out there right now. I do not consider myself extremely successful on YouTube. We have 20,000 subscribers on this channel, and that is amazing. But I just want to go ahead and state that depending on the niche and the platform and the kinds of content that you plan on uploading really determines whether or not these tips are going to be extremely successful and useful for you, or just give you a slight edge in the content that you're making. I want to also mention that this video is going to be a little bit more, kind of casual, mainly because I'm going to be reading some tips off the side here that I've been taking over the last few weeks and kind of a retrospective of my YouTube creator journey. So let's go ahead and get started with tip number 1. Which is that you need to determine what your niche is going to be. And that is, what is your channel going to be about and what kind of content do you want to make? And that is extremely useful because that's going to help you figure out your branding, graphics, how you want to kind of convey yourself in your videos. And, it kind of depends on the type of content you want to make. Do you want to be funny? Do you want to be entertaining? Do you want to be informative for people? It kind of determines, how your content is going to feel and what niche you want to kind of bring that into. So keep those in mind, and keep in mind that a niche that's going to work best for you is something you typically have interest and knowledge in. Trying to go ahead and start a channel on something you know nothing about can be very interesting, but it might be more difficult for you to succeed with that niche. Tip number 2 is to not mix the content that you are creating for your channel. And a good example of that would be, say, reviewing a cell phone and then deciding to make a video on you playing video games with your friends and then doing a video of you working on a car. These things are so different that it's really going to hurt the ability for you to convert people to subscribers. People that tend to subscribe to a channel tend to subscribe for the particular niche that person is uploading. If this person uploads videos on, say, this specific video game, they might be irritated if they start playing a different game. Just with the same example of, if I like watching technology videos and somebody starts making videos about furniture, I may lose interest and may decide not to subscribe or possibly even unsubscribe. So try not to mix your content, and this is a good reason why you need to try to determine and establish your niche before you go ahead and start working on it. But it's okay. I want to go ahead and say that because this channel actually started because I had another channel where I was doing graphic design stuff and playing video games, 2 of the things that I'm mentioning not to do in this, and then I happened to upload a keyboard review video. And yes, I don't understand why that took off, but it went fairly well compared to the views that I was getting on my other videos. So I decided to start this channel, How To Tech. And well, look, we're here at 20,000 subscribers now, and who knows how many by the time you're watching this video. Tip number 3 is to plan your content before you go ahead and decide to press record. And that is really smart. And the reason why is because you want to determine, is there an audience for the content you're making? Do people want to watch this video that I'm going to put my time into? And keep in mind that your time is extremely valuable. Depending on what you're doing, you may not have that same exact amount of time in the future to be able to work on this kind of content. So try to keep in mind that the content that you create needs to be worth your time. It's going to make you feel less motivated, or keep you from feeling less motivated, whenever you spend tons of time on something that people just aren't interested in. So go ahead, figure out what people are looking for and types of videos that you would like to watch, and make sure you're making that content. Tip number 4 is search engine optimization, otherwise referred to as SEO. You'll probably hear that a lot on YouTube. And if you're curious about learning about search engine optimization, we've made a few videos on it, and you can even go on YouTube and just search for SEO tips and tricks and stuff like that to figure out more about it. But essentially what you need to do is keep in mind that SEO is going to determine how well your views or your videos rank in the view search results and stuff for people. So if I went to YouTube and I typed in OBS, we actually have videos that rank there because our search engine optimization for those videos show that people are interested in them. And how do we rank for that? Well, that has to do with descriptions, titles, keywords, and a bunch of other stuff like that. If you're really interested in learning about search engine optimization, check out our video on screen. It talks all about vidiq, which I think is one of the best tools for search engine optimization for YouTube. Number 5 is thumbnails. Thumbnails are visual search engine optimization. Most people, whenever they go to YouTube, they might not even read the title of your video, but it's helpful for people that are searching for your video. But for people who might not be, and YouTube just happens to recommend your video, or you show up in a search result with other people, you want to make sure you have the best thumbnail. So SEO by the visual thumbnail that you have is very important. So you might want to work on some of your graphic design skills, or even decide to maybe pay somebody that does thumbnails to help you out with your channel, because like I said, it's just a visual version of search engine optimization. Tip number 6 is to upload consistently and try to get a schedule and a workflow that you get kind of in the groove of. And the reason why is actually quite a few. One, it's going to help you with the YouTube algorithm and helping recommend your videos, because YouTube knows you're going to make content. YouTube loves watch time. So having videos and YouTube being able to recommend your next video and people go on a binge of watching 5 or 6 of your videos is amazing. And YouTube loves it, and they love to recommend creators that have videos like that. The other reasons is it gives people an idea of when to expect your new content. If you upload, once a week, they know once a week to be looking for a video from your channel. If you can get as specific as a certain day, that's even better, because it becomes a part of everybody's week that watches or subscribes to your channel. It's just going to guarantee more views and possibly convert to more subscribers. What else is really good about it is it gives you a decent backlog. By doing this, you're essentially building that back catalog, and they can look through it and see, oh yes, they make videos on OBS, they make videos on content creator stuff and live streaming things. This is really helpful for helping determine whether or not that person wants to subscribe to your content. Tip number 7 is to just be patient. I mean, you could stress out all day about putting in a bunch of time into your videos, or just getting frustrated and upset because your videos just aren't performing like you want them to. YouTube is something that you're going to innately get better at the longer you do it. You're going to get more experience by learning new, skills like graphic design, video editing, film, photography, all that other stuff that is very important to content creation. And the more that you learn about these things, the better your content's going to be. Don't be discouraged that you don't get the amount of views that you think you should be, and that your best videos that you think you make don't perform as good as some of the videos that you think, why would this do better than this video? Because I put 15 minutes worth of time into this, and I spent like a whole week working on this video. Why does this one have more views? That's something not to really stress about. Look into the analytics and the details and learn what you can do better. Just keep in mind that videos that target a specific niche paired with things like good thumbnails, search engine optimization, and a consistent upload schedule is going to give you an advantage over other creators on YouTube. The last thing that I want to say is that you constantly do need to be evolving your skills. It seems like it changes month to month, and sometimes even daily, on the things that you need to be doing or should be doing to help your content. So go ahead, subscribe to different creators. If you want to subscribe to us, we'll teach you about some of the things that we learn and notice along the way. And definitely go out and check out other content creators that are in the space that say specifically specialize in stuff like YouTube content creation. So that's gonna be all for this video. If you guys enjoyed, you know what to do. Go ahead, destroy that like button, get subscribed, and turn on notifications for future videos from How To Tech. This has been Chad from How To Tech, helping you take your tech to the next level, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.